Art. Born tens of thousands of years ago, art became one of the greatest, if not the greatest proof of human's existence. And today, I will ask the question, are video games art? While most of you watching this video might think video games are art, some are yet to be convinced. To be honest, just by searching on Google, I found an article by Boss Rush which stated opposite and completely opposed themselves, stating video games cannot be art. You can consider this video a response or whatever. I will note that they do not deny the impact video games had on them. However, I find their arguments rather lacking. Anyway, this video isn't about them, it's about, well, you got the point. First of all, what is art? Now, as a first argument, this will go either really well or I'm going to delete this channel. Art is the expression of emotions by an individual via something. This something is art. So what does that mean? Well, personally, I think art is whatever is stated as art. Okay, this is a very bold statement on my part, and it does require some backups in order to make sense. If I first degree state a fork is art, then is it? Well, why wouldn't it be? Because it's stupid? No, this fork is a byproduct of someone's craftsmanship, and if this fork is done in some visual way that I would consider artistic, then it's art. It might sound stupid, but honestly making sense of everything is probably something I've learned to look past at this point. Whatever the case, my point is certainly not everyone's point. On a more common point of view, art is blah 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 feelings blah 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 conveying. Done. However, art is technically the approach you take to convey a message or emotions or whatever you want to convey. If we take a look at what is considered the greatest movie of all time, Citizen Kane, and analyze why it is the best, we discover that critics consider it as innovative lighting and focusing methods of its cinematographer. Basically, it introduced today's standards of staging and, most importantly, blocking. There is a reason theater isn't the same kind of art as cinema. Both of them don't utilize the same techniques to convey, and it's then that we can understand why video games can be art. Reading is the ability to convey without speaking, music conveys with sounds but no words, so on and so forth, and video games, well, I will just leave you with this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Outer Wilds parle d'une sympathique race d'aliens bleus avec 4 yeux qui viennent de comprendre comment on fait une fusée et qui ont commencé à explorer l'espace. Okay, et vous êtes le petit dernier du programme spatial et c'est votre premier jour et vous allez partir explorer l'espace avec vos potes. Okay, explorer l'espace avec vos potes est un bien grand mot parce que vos potes, ils sont très isolés la plupart du temps. Chacun d'entre eux, c'est l'unique créature vivante sur la planète où il est. Et ils ont un job pas marrant parce qu'ils sont isolés sur ces planètes où il n'y a que des catastrophes naturelles et des ruines et des aliens morts. Mais ils persévèrent tous, parce que ils ont tous cette même soif de comprendre ce qui se passe autour d'eux, et ils savent que tout le monde dans le programme spatial compte sur eux. Ok, comment tu dis ça? Déjà, tu peux leur faire jouer à tous la même chanson. Ça permet aux joueurs de les capter et de savoir dans quelle direction ils sont à peu près. En plus, chacun d'entre eux est représenté par un instrument différent, donc c'est déjà une bonne idée. Mais tu peux faire mieux. Je vais vous montrer.
Okay, now that we've established that, a new question arises. What makes video game an art? By that I mean, how is the message conveyed? Because honestly, liking a video game because of its story is one thing, but it's been thousands of years since good stories have been invented. Now don't get me wrong, I do love me some good stories, only scenario isn't specific to video games, so it doesn't work. This is why the narrator quoting a critique from the Stanley Parable is just so right.
Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created.
The Stanley Parable doesn't have an intricate and extremely complex story. Well, it does actually, it's a complicated situation. The base story, i.e. going downstairs to unveil the secret of Stanley's workplace and stopping a mind control facility, is relatively simple. But the fact you can disobey the story to create a different story is unique to video games. In a book, you cannot rewrite the story to your preferences, while still being the original scenario, if that makes sense. The fact that it is possible for one to modify their own story is incredible. However, a massive wall to that is...
The machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yes, this game still has the answer. Why play if every choice you make is a choice that has already been made long before you started? That is an argument some may have against my point, so why return the favor? Why read a book if every word is present in the dictionary? Why watch a movie if the meaning of the picture has been decided for you? Why continue when the true and only choice is to quit?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Because it's not. The female narrator is wrong here, but technically is right. Wait, no, that's all the way around. In any case, a video game allows you to choose, but whatever you choose, even if the choice has been taken and redone again and again, it still is your choice. And look, the mere fact I'm here talking about all this, is it not a proof it's worthy of the title of art? The Stanley Parable truly is the ultimate proof of video game as an art, and dare I say, it's the most video game of any other. Don't be afraid, there are other games I love. In fact, you're certainly watching some footage of me playing Terraria Calamity mod while I'm rambling around. But this game, Stanley, it contains the essence, the soul of the meaning of being a video game. Never has any art been so close with its observer that the observer becomes a part of the art, except happenings and the like, but it doesn't count. Also, there's a part of the Outer Wild radio thing which I haven't shown to you as it would have spoiled my point. Here it is.
Ils jouent pas juste la même chanson sur des planètes différentes, ils jouent ensemble. Ils ont l'immensité de l'espace entre eux, mais parce qu'ils ont le même rêve, ils sont jamais seuls. Et ça se voit physiquement, ou plutôt ça s'entend. Surtout, c'est une magnifique scène, mais on me l'a jamais mise sous le nez. Je m'en suis rendu compte parce que j'ai pris sur moi de voler jusqu'à l'autre bout du système solaire, jusqu'à un endroit où je pouvais tous les capter en même temps. Cette façon-là, De récompenser la curiosité par de la magie, c'est un truc que même le cinéma saura jamais faire.
To say video games are the ultimate form of art would be false. There is no ultimate art. Art isn't about what you say, it's about how you say it. Honestly, that was supposed to be the end of the video, but as my past self is writing the script I'm reading, I couldn't help but wonder why video games aren't considered as art by some, or why it took so long for it to deserve its place. Now remember the time I said as a first argument it was a bold statement? Well, I'm going even bolder this time. We should make a distinction between video games. The Terraria I'm playing in the background should be considered as something else compared to the Stanley Parable. Okay, this doesn't make a lot of sense said like this, but most of your sitcoms will never be close to the masterpiece that is Citizen Kane. Why? Because it's not the goal. Most sitcoms do not have any staging to analyze, no blocking, they aren't up to standards of cinema as an art. Do you think Fortnite has anything to analyze as an art? No. Is it a video game? Yes. See the problem now? By merging video games as a whole, we are creating cliches that are extremely bad for promoting gaming as an artistic act. I demand someone finds a new word for video game as an art. Having game in the name of an art isn't the most advertising thing in the world. It allows to fun rather than experiencing a work. In the end, video games are much more than an entertainment. It's a brand new piece in the great gallery of art. However, fret not. Enjoying a video game for its fun value is nothing wrong. But don't forget that behind the fun value, video game is an art. Also, please go check the great review if you're okay with automated subtitles. Its analyses are real good and thoroughly detailed. I'll put a card on screen and a link down below. Well, I think that covers it all. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. It's a first for me. Having recently delved back in the world of Terraria after a rather really enjoyable time in the From Software franchise, let's hope this channel can go back on track, not excluding some changes in the style but also the depth of videos. For the 3 people who knew me for doing a Calamity Let's Play, well, I hope you're in here for that, because it won't continue. The 1.4 port completely stopped me in my flight, can't get myself to play anymore sadly. But hey, I'm back on the game and currently, as you can see, death mode as Skull. Anyway, if some of you want, I could go make an actual response breaking down the article's argument of Boss Rush. For now, subscribe if that kind of content is your thing and like if you enjoyed, and hopefully see you next time.